good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are on this planet of ours. I'm Tim Cooper, and I just want to sort of talk to you today about this problem with the coronavirus, its continued spread, and the impact it could have on your business, and what you can do to protect yourself and your clients over this time, because life must go on, and I am far from wanting to spread panic. I think firstly what you've got to do is get your sources of information from reliable sources, and also educate your clients to do the same, to probably ignore the news, turn the TV and radio off, and look for sources of information that are reliable and authoritative. So looking at information coming from your government health departments, wherever you are in the world, from the CDC, from the World Health Organization, hooking into those resources for reliable information. And look, it is serious. Like I said, there's nothing worse than panic being spread around the world, and we must all take precautions. But as the director of the World Health Organization says, if countries actually take responsibility, they can actually push this back, and it may not have to be as serious a problem as it could be as if it was just ignored. So how's it going? What do you need to do in your business to protect yourself and your clients? And firstly, I've just put this. This is from the CDC, and it's like health in general. So probably a lot of the that link I just posted, a lot of that information is more like in a medical situation where people are taking pathology and there's even more risk of bodily fluids. So they're talking about protective personal equipment, PPE, like gloves, face masks, eye protection gowns, and that sort of stuff. Obviously, as massage therapists, we don't have to go to that extent, because hopefully we're not going to be coming in contact with that many people with the virus. But the point is, number one, they talk about close contact and casual contact. And as we know, when it comes to massage, you can't get much closer than rubbing oil on somebody and getting in there. So what a massage therapist does is definitely classified as close contact. Now, they say that the virus is actually spread through the transmission of respiratory fluid. So it's the coughs and sneezes that spread diseases. So that's what you've got to protect yourself from. So number one is that I would be in contact with my clients, and I'd be saying I'm still open for business, and this is what we're doing. And I would go through what we are doing as far as our sanitation side of things, and just say, look, now, in what we do, we always have a high level of hygiene in our business, because we've got to. And throughout my professional career, I always treated every client as if they had something that could hurt me, as if they had something that could kill me, right? Because you never know. Sometimes these diseases, they take a long time before they become symptomatic, and sometimes people don't tell you what they've got. I've been treating people for weeks, and then they turn around and tell me that they've got hepatitis. But that's okay, because I've been taking all those precautions and keeping the levels of hygiene so high. So I've always treated people as if they've had something that was transmittable. Hi Jody, how are you? And I think that's the way that you've always got to be, and no different. But you've even got to be even more virulent now. So basically, when it comes to your clinic, you're going to probably be cleaning surfaces down on a far more regular basis than what you normally would. Obviously, for your massage table, we always sanitize the massage table between clients and use fresh towels and fresh face covers and that sort of stuff with every client anyway. So the table should always be a very sanitized and a hygienic area. But as far as other areas, doorknobs, anywhere where people are touching, should now be cleaned on a more regular basis, more frequent basis throughout the day, not just even a daily thing. Toilets, flush buttons, the whole kit and caboodle. You've really got to sort of ramp up the cleaning and obviously it depends how busy you are and how many clients are coming through. But you've really got to sort of stay on top of that to reduce their chances of contact. And of course, once again, I'd be in contact with my clients either via email or text or even phone call and saying this is what we're doing. So we understand, and your health and safety is of utmost importance to us, and so that's what we're doing. Now this is our policy. This is our cleaning policy. This is what we're doing to ensure that your risk of exposure is at a minimum. Number two is then how do you protect yourself? And look, I think they say talk about wearing face masks and this sort of stuff, and that might be, once again, if you're just in with a really quick sort of taking some pathology, but I don't know how effective a face mask is going to be over an hour long treatment, and quite frankly, with people's face in the hole, I think there are other things that you could do to clean the air. Like you could have diffusers going. Once again, don't put total faith in things like essential oils and stuff. We know that a lot of essential oils are antiviral, antibacterial. We know that citrus oils can cleanse the air and they can kill a number of different infections. But I wouldn't give 100% guarantee there. But there are things you can do to reduce it. But so that's when you're in control of your own environment, right? So that's if you've got your own clinic and you've got people coming in to see you. But what happens if you aren't in control of the environment? What happens if you're a mobile massage therapist? What are you going to do then? I think the other thing too is that what you've got to do is be very, very firm with your clients and say, hey, listen, we're taking into consideration what's happening in the world and without wanting to cause panic. But the point is that if you are symptomatic, if you start to develop symptoms like a sore throat, a cough, a sneeze, please call us immediately and reschedule your booking. Okay, please stay at home. Follow the guidelines set from the World Health Organization, CDC, all these health organizations. Follow those guidelines. Self-quarantine yourself, and we're happy to see you in a couple of weeks. You just got to get the education out there without raising the panic. When it comes to mobile massage, I think that's an unknown quantity. Firstly, you're walking into somebody else's home where you're not guaranteed of a high level of sanitation and hygiene within their home. You've got to use their bathroom for your hand washing and that sort of stuff. And I think that's an area where you've really got to sort of be very, very careful before you walk in. Like, you've got to be careful doing mobile massage anyway, because you never know what you're walking into. But definitely this is where you've got to ask the questions and to make sure that there has been no symptoms of anybody in the household. So not only the person that you're treating, but there's been no other family member who's been displaying signs and symptoms of the virus, because otherwise you're in that room in close contact and coming in contact with surfaces that may be contaminated. So that's just, to me, I think my only concern would be the mobile side, because you're not in control of your environment. As far as your clinic is concerned, yes, you're in total control. You can wipe down every single surface between treatments, or have somebody do that for you, have a staff member do it for you. I mean, you can be as OCD about your sanitation in your own environment as you like, but you probably at a little bit more risk if you're out and about doing mobile. If you're out and about doing mobile, carry hand sanitation, like disinfectant, hand wash, and just carry stuff around with you that you can maintain as high a level of personal hygiene as possible, even though you may not be in control of your environment. Okay, so that's it. So it is cause for concern. We do have to consider our own well-being as well as the well-being of our clients, but there's no reason why the world should basically shut down because of this. Life should be able to go on as long as precautions are being followed. But I'd be making those I'd be advising my clients accordingly, saying these are the steps we're putting in place to ensure that your risk to exposure is absolutely minimalised. Okay. and then obviously ask them, say, look, please, cough it. If you're coughing, sneezing, got a sore throat, please call and reschedule, and we'll get out later. Okay, so that's it. Let us all hope that this situation resolves sooner rather than later. I can understand the stress and the concern on your part, being a practitioner and worrying about the impact it is going to have on your business. It's not just like a smile and say keep your chin up, it's going to get better. It is a serious problem, and there's a lot of anxiety out there. Obviously, there's a lot of anxiety out there for the people who are worried about getting in contact. So, but also saying, like, especially if you are in like the spa and relaxation side, not saying that you should sort of ride off the back of a pandemic, but you could say that when in trying times, massage is really beneficial to help with the stress and anxiety and relaxation, and so you can still sort of promote your business. I wouldn't say if you're stressed about coronavirus, coming for a massage. First, I don't think you'd even be able to get that sort of approved. But people can actually would probably be able to see the subtext saying, like, in trying times, in stressful times, whatever. Obviously, your wording has to be compliant. Can't make any claims. Make sure that you're keeping things in line with all the other requirements around the world, right? So, but once again, look for sources. I've pasted a source in there from the CDC about cleaning and that sort of stuff. I said it goes over and above, obviously, because it's designed for the health sector, which we are part of, but obviously we don't do all those services. But no, look for the authoritative sites. Turn off the news and look for the real information and follow that, and advise your clients based on that information, not what the news is saying. Okay. I wish you all the best, and we will get through this. Okay, there are better times ahead. These things have happened in the past. That will happen again in the future. It's just something that we've got to ride out. At least this time around, it was caught very quickly. A lot of countries got on top of it very quickly, put things in place, and for that we should be grateful. Okay, so just keep on keeping on, guys, and just do what you've got to do to move forward. And I will talk to you again soon.